from the USA line, 610. You on WhatsApp, 610. Well, another call here. I missed this one. That the kind of time I can miss Henry Costello. Well, all the Costa coming later, I can miss Henry Costa and Fidel. I know how the guy get money when they do that. Hello? Okay. Let me tell you other local number. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes?
Hello. Honorable Senator.
No money, Darrell Dillon, leader honorable Bennett.
Okay. Hello, Dillon.
Thank you. You alright?
Yes, I'm okay.
Hold it long. Hold it long, please.
Money.
Hold it long, please. Yeah, go ahead, yeah.
I should go ahead.
Yeah.
My name is Guladia. I'm calling from Prince Georgia.
Welcome.
I want to speak on an issue that occurred
Well,
about
did you hold it long? Put it on.
and it concerns an incident in the West Point community. I'm sure you've heard about it.
Come again. You guys speak a little louder, please.
I want to speak about the issue that occurred in the West Point community
Yeah.
about a
Well,
child.
did you say hold it long? Put you on.
About a child who was killed or mistakenly killed in the Western community. And you being our senator for this matter, rather, and our father, you know, I'm just a bit concerned because I haven't really heard you speak on this issue.
Yeah.
So this is what I wanted to ask you about. If there is anything that you as a senator want to do about this situation.
Thank you. Thank you, dear. And good concern. You know, this morning by 5, I woke up. This morning at 5 o'clock, I woke up. And I just felt this spirit of heaviness over me. And I just started to reflect on all of these things that go on. And then those who know me appear to be tough in the public, but I'm emotionally driven, so I'm quick to break down into tears. And people think because when I see the camera, then I start there, I won't act like crying. This morning, I woke up and the spirit of heaviness and depression just overtook me, and I started to reflect and look at all of these things. I started to cry. I was weeping. I was weeping for Liberia, I was weeping for the children, and then the child issue from West Point overwhelmed my thought. And I went straight in the Senate chat room. I went straight in the Senate chat room. I poured my heart out to my colleagues. I poured my heart out to my colleagues. I want to read what I put in the Senate chat room this morning. I know the calls coming on this phone, they will not give me a chance, but I will find it. And it is shocking, it's disappointing that, and you know when you in a group chat and you put something in the group chat, you can click on that thing and on an icon up there, information, it can tell you who all have read it or who all is pending to read it. I put that statement. Let me see what I put. You see my phone here? Huh? You see my phone here? Okay. I know. And at this point, I don't care. I don't care for whether senators in majority will suspend me or whether they will expel me. It doesn't matter. I'm looking for the Senate chat room. I got up this morning feeling so down. I tried to ask my colleagues. So, you see, all the things here in green, I mean. You see here, this morning, all the things I mean. Including this, Sonny, you see here? You see this? I hope you guys are seeing it. You see this? I did a screenshot. These people won't leave my line yet. You see here, I did a screenshot of this. I put it in the Senate chat room. And you see here, all the things that you see here in green. You see the front page Africa story about the child that in West Point that died. I took it from front page Africa website and I put it in the Senate chat room. And you see all the long narration here, that all the things I was asking my colleagues. The morning I woke up and I said, the Liberian Senate, Lord have mercy. See the tab here, the Senate, the Liberian Senate, that all of us inside the 30 senators that were chat room here. The legate, they can move me from there from tonight. The legate, they can suspend me if they wish. The legate, they can expel me if they wish. But I need to say this. And you see the time? You see the time here? You see the time I woke up that morning and said the Liberian Senate, Lord have mercy. And then I went on pouring my heart out to my colleagues. You seeing it? Y'all seeing it? All of this. And then I did a screenshot of this boy who was brutalized like this from police brutality. Let me read what I said. I come to read this thing. The lady who just called me, he just sent me back in a way that myself, I'm wondering what happened to Liberia. I'm here crying and wondering what happened to Liberia. That I say, how do we feel? How do we feel when these things are happening out there to our people and we do not seem to care or take a stand? Yeah, read it. You see here? I put it in the Senate chat room with all the senators, all of us together this morning from 5:30. I said, how do we feel? How do we, you see it? How do we feel, we, senators, national leaders, how do we feel when all these things are happening out there to our people and we do not seem to care or take a stand? One, state security brutality being meted out against the people, even resulting to the death of a 3-year-old baby in West Point and leaving several citizens deeply wounded across various communities. Yeah. State security brutality being meted out against. And you seen it? I will read it count by count. 2. Over 2 weeks since we approved the state of emergency, where is our oversight? I was asking my colleagues. You know, they say early morning, at the time you wake up, you reflect. You think. I mean, you cry if you have to. I say, over 2 weeks since we approved the state of emergency, where is our oversight on measures that we approved? No ventilators, no mask, no PPEs, gloves and other medical supplies related to fighting the COVID-19, hazard pay to health workers and others on the front line fighting the coronavirus disease. Yeah, come too. That's what I was asking my colleagues this morning. Yeah. You seeing it? Yeah. Country, no food supply to our people, especially the ones in the vulnerable categories as spelled out in the joint resolution. The disabled people with disability, the elderly, the zogos, orphanages, it is the vulnerable category. Where the food supply will go over 2 weeks since we signed the state of emergency and we have oversight responsibility. These are the things I was asking my colleagues, 30 of us this morning. I woke up this morning crying. I said, so why shouldn't the people verbally beat on us in anger whenever they hear and see us receiving monies legally due us, when it becomes apparent that we do not seem to be or actually do not act in their interest and to their benefit? Look at Kanfo. I want to say, why? Is it Kanfo? So why? You see, Why shouldn't the people beat on us verbally? Why? Why would you think the police get a right to beat on us verbally when we don't seem to be fighting for them, or we're actually not fighting for them? How the people will not get vexed when they hear say we took up original money when they too are not living? How the people will not get vexed? I was asking my colleagues, and then I want to say, why do we suck up to the executive so much so that we cannot ask the hard questions and stamp our oversight authority to ensure the proper things are done as we authorized? Yeah. See the last count? Why do we suck up to the executive so much so? See it? And then I ended up that first whining and crying with, Lord have mercy. 2 hours. Nobody ready. Then I put in there the link from Front Page Africa about this girl, about this child that was killed or died, who died in West Point as a result of the brutality, the barbaric act meted against that baby. I put it in the Senate chat room. Nobody had time. Then I waited and I said to them, you see the last one here? This is in the Senate chat room. I said, I woke up this morning very troubled at heart and weeping for this country. And I am ashamed of being a part of a national leadership that seems to be very insensitive to the cries of our people out there. Where is courage? Where is our conscience? Do we have any at all? Do we care at all? Oh God, please help. My heart bleeds. This is why I put in the Senate chat room today, this morning. You can see the time. You can see it. Then I did a screenshot of this kid in pain from police brutality. From police brutality. And then later, Senator Nyomli Kanga Lawrence came. Senator Nyomli Kanga Lawrence came and said, Dillon, I don't know why we got to keep begging to do the right thing. We have failed our people in this country. No conscience and no hope for our people. But let's not underestimate Liberians. The Nyomli Kanga Lawrence talking about, they are not stupid. This place will be small for us one day, and we will run to the ocean, and we will not get help. God will keep all of us here and get that pay, meaning we, the government officials. We, the government officials. You want me to say tired? Y'all are in the chat room? Y'all are in the chat room? Then the only thing Peter Common know how to do is to chunk in the Senate chat room how many persons infected, how many persons are died, and this and that. This is the Liberian Senate chat room. And at this point, I don't give a damn if they suspend me. I don't give a damn if they have the number to expel me. But these are the things that are happening. We woke up, we get up in this chat room and wake the conscience of our people up, of our colleagues, so we can act together for the people that we represent. Nobody get time. They don't have time. The majority have decided to hell with the people. To hell with the people. It's painful. We're out calling today, this lady who called, that opened my heart here. I have planned to go to West Point tomorrow. This time, I'd like to announce where I'm going. The government, the executive, they're after me by any means. I left when I'm someplace, I'm there by surprise. I'm not announcing my movements for my own safety. For my own safety. You see, that what happened in the Senate chat since this morning. Only Nyomli Kanga Lawrence, since 5 something this morning, only Nyomli Kanga Lawrence has responded in tears as a mother too. Senate chat room. And you see it? The Liberian Senate. And you see it? All of our Isa. Everybody, all the senators there Isa. All of us. Everybody Isa. Everybody now read it. Only Nyambly responded. These are I'm ashamed to be part of national leadership with the bunch. God. But should we give up? No. Should we give up? No. Did you know some of the things we say to our colleagues in this chat room behind the scene when you're not there? You don't know. Do you know how we pour out to these people and cry to them so that we can fight for you and the country? You can be there. And you bring your colleagues in the public, they say you won't work together with them. You won't work together with them. Everything is about It's painful. The lady who called, thank you for the call. Tomorrow, call willing, I'm going to West Point to identify with the family. I can't bring that child back. I can't bring that child back. I can only go sympathize. And you see, if we were men and women of courage, those people that meting out brutality against our people will be penny last to be serving as deterrent. But if we fall, we fight, we yelling, we standing together, we fighting. 25 people say they put their conscience in envelope and suspend it, or they leave their conscience somewhere and they are only official of government because the people were made to think that they were going to fight for them. So they will always win. Every time I tell you, I say I know the problem of the country from where I sit as a senator because of you. Change us. Pour plenty of the kind of Dillon that you want. Not necessarily that was Dillon. Just look for people with the same right mentality, character, discipline, courage, and passion to do your work. And trust me, the country will change. The president will change. You get 16 or more serious senators. When I say serious, I'm talking about how many degrees. We're going to get none. And not wrong, it's not a bad thing to go get your degree, to get educated. But don't fool the people with your education. Then they give you their job, and then you do nothing, you hate them. That the people who got the degrees, the people who are educated, were placed in public trust. They fail the people. That's why the ordinary people like myself who are not educated, they say, both people fail the country. Both people ain't fail the country. The bad people fail in the country, whether they know both or not. Both people ain't fail the country. Both people ain't fail the country. Education is always important. Except that sometimes Liberians don't understand why. Some Liberians, generally, the thing they call education in Liberia, we understand it here. That's why we think education is only paper, acquisition of paper. That's why we're looking for paper until we miss it to mark. Educated people, education is fair in this country. Educated people ain't fair in the country. The bad people fair in the country. You can be bad, you can be educated. You can be uneducated, you can be bad. So education is fair in this country. Both is fair in this country. The bad people fair in the country. Unfortunately, most of the bad people are the ones with the book. And especially so when they claim to know the book, and it is only the book that qualifies them. They fool the people. I get this degree. I come from Yale. I went to Georgetown. And I was on a losing turning breaks. And I'm from Cottington. All these things. You get the people excited. They gave you their trust. They put their hope and their aspiration in you. And you feel them. And every time you feel them, you are hurting another person opportunity to serve, because you see now the general last thing talk in the country that both people fail the country. Education fail the country. It's not true. Education cannot fail any country. Education develops a country. It develops the mind. The bad people fail in this country, whether they educated or not. And what kind of education? Only paper? You keep looking for only the paper. So, I will go there tomorrow. We will demand justice. We can fight in the street the police people to carry them to court. It is now our role. Oh God, it's painful. That child could be my child. That kid could be my child. My son is almost 30 years old. My daughter 10. A 3-year-old child is my child.
Battery 60%. Connected to LG style.
That child could be my child. Somebody child just died like that.
Disconnected.
Tomorrow go to West Point. I'm hoping to see the family
LG style
and identify with them.
Ready to pair.
The same thing happened in 2014. The same West Point. So your people went there in the name of quarantining Ebola. They shot Shaki Kamara. CDC and seditionists were all over the place. They wanted to bring Ellen down. She must cut down from power because her soldier killed somebody. Where is the righteous anger of public officials and the CDC party and the citizens who say the death of Shaki Kamara was the making of Ellen? The same thing happened, the same kind of health disaster. A child boiled water, pour on a 3-year-old baby. And that child could not withstand the pain. He's dead. It is recorded in His word. Hallelujah. It is only that you know. Hallelujah. But don't give up. Don't give up on Liberia. Don't give up on Liberia. Lord, I live my brother live. Look to Jesus now and live. It is recorded in His word. Hallelujah. It is only that you look and live. I mean, what can I compare? The children ain't get hope. The old people ain't know where to go. No, I'm sorry, man. I have to end it. I have to end the show. The children born in a country, no hope. No hope. The old people, no comfort. The young people got to suspend or put their conscience, their self-esteem, place for the children to play, no books for them to read, no national library in any county. How? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, folks. I have to end this video like this. It's too much for me tonight. We'll do our class tomorrow, but I hope you understand. I have to call it tonight. I'll be in West Point tomorrow. Thank you, the friends of Dillon. Thank you, everybody. And God bless you. Bye-bye.
Hallelujah, it is only that you